Hi, welcome back to our YouTube channel. On this video today, we're gonna discuss about buying a house in Ireland. We made the last video about renting and the housing crisis in Ireland. So I thought, why not discuss about buying a house? Because that could also help migrants that are trying to relocate to Ireland consider buying a house instead of stressing about looking for a house to rent and how are you gonna manage to rent. So don't get me wrong on this. I'm not saying as soon as you relocate on your first day you can buy a house in Ireland. No, I'm not saying that. And I'm not also saying you can buy a house, or at least maybe you can buy a house, or at least you are in another country. Then you relocate knowing that you already have a house. But that depends on your finances as well. But what I'm saying is that to avoid the stress of rentals going up every year, and also because you can live in a house for 3 years, 4 years, and your landlord starts trying to get rid of you. They might tell you that we want to renovate the house, we want to paint the house, or we are actually moving back to the house ourselves. So you find yourself stuck again, looking for a place to stay, looking for a house to rent, going back on the market, trying to find a place to rent. So why won't you consider buying a house? Because that could help you from running around stressing about the place to stay, and especially if you have a family, you know that buying a house makes you permanent in a certain area, which your kids might be stable going to school in one school. Because I have experienced that this thing of renting around, then you have to move, your kids have to change schools, your kids have to get new friends, your kids, I feel like it affects your kids more than it affects you. Yes, it does affect you because going on the market, guys, looking for a house, it's stressful. Houses are hard to get in Ireland. You have to prove yourself a lot, you have to go all out to try to get a house. But then once you buy, your kids are now stable in one school, no more changing school, no more looking for new friends. Your kids are just happy the way they are wherever you are living. And also you can also be part of that community that you live on at that point, or wherever that you put the house. So let's look at I won't really go too much deep on this one because you need someone like a mortgage advisor. You can go to the banks and discuss about buying a house. How can you buy a house? What do you need? So I'm just going to cover the basics so that if you never considered it, you might try to look onto it. So first things first, you need to have a deposit for you to buy a house, which is like the 10% deposit, which is, it's still the same because for you to rent a house you still need deposit. If you're going to rent a property for 2,000 euros, you need deposit for 2,000 euros, which is you need 4,000. That's money that you can also use towards your mortgage. So you're going to need deposit. If you're buying a house for 200,000 euros, you're going to need a deposit of about 20,000 euros because you need 10% of that. If you're buying a house for 300 euros, you're going to need a deposit of about 30,000 euros. That's for your deposit. And remember, on that deposit, we're not counting other things that might come in, as like if you're gonna get a property surveyor or property engineer to check your house, that's gonna be separate. If you're gonna pay other little things, so I would say you need to have a deposit, and you also need about 2,000 to 3,000 to pay for other expenses that comes with buying that house. And also renting monthly. Renting is expensive. You can pay a rent of up to 1,500, while at least when you are paying mortgage, you can pay a mortgage of about 800 euros. And the rents, they go up every year, but your house, once you start paying that 800, it's stable, it's there until you finish paying for your house. It might go up a bit depending, because there are those taxi things. This is why I'm saying you should find a professional person to advise you on these things, but they won't go up as a rental house, because rents, they go up every now and then. I have a friend who was complaining a few months ago that the landlord increased the rent from 800 to 1,000 euros, and they were complaining, they were mad about it. So then imagine if it was your own house, you were not gonna, even if property prices go up, or even if there are things that are going up, it won't go up as like 200 euros. So you might have those how things going up, but then it won't be the same as paying for a rent. And let's face it again, paying rent, guys, it's like putting the money away, because you will never get it back again. There is no way of saying I gained something from it. it's gone. If you're going to pay a rent of 2,000, I know a lot of people that pay rent of about 2,000 every month. If you're putting that 2,000 on rent, it's gone. But let's say you are paying for your own property. You're paying 800 or you're paying 1,500 on mortgage, which is your house. That 1,500 that you are paying, you're paying towards owning the house. You're paying towards having it. So it's like an investment. You're putting money away that later in life you might manage to get it back. And mind that I said you might, because remember, property prices, they go up and high. They go up and down sometimes. So you might buy a house now and you sell it after 10 years or 15 years, and you get double the amount that you bought the house on. Compared to other cities, you might buy a house for 200,000 euros. Then after 5 years or 10 years, the prices or the area drops in value. So that means you're gonna lose some money. You might sell your house for 180,000 euros, which is, it dropped like about 20,000. But then that is very rare in Ireland, because most of the properties in Ireland, they always go up in value. But in other cities or in other countries, it happens sometimes that a property, you buy it for a certain amount, then it drops in value. Instead of you selling it after 15 years on that price or on a higher price, you sell it at a lower price. But you still get something out of it compared to paying rent. If you pay rent right now for 15 years, you're not getting anything back to your pocket. Whether you like it or not, it's gone. It's gone. And they will keep on going up. The landlord decides what they want to do. So if you are someone like me who prefers being stable, who wants to know their tomorrow, who wants to plan for the next coming 20 years, I feel like it's better to consider buying a house. So start as soon as you work in Ireland, or you land your job in Ireland, or you relocate, or you have been living in Ireland, consider buying a house. And it might take you about 6 months to 12 months to prepare everything, because it's a lot harder. It's not that easy. You're gonna need to prepare pay slips, bank statements. You're gonna need to prepare a lot of things. They want to see that you have like a salary that comes in every month and it's consistent. Like, you should not be doing a business that today you're getting 50,000, tomorrow you're getting 20,000, tomorrow you're not getting anything. You should be having a proper, consistent like salary or money coming in your account, whether you're doing business or you working. And also your the way you use money, it should be something like clean. That's what I'm gonna say, because some people, they get paid today. I used to be that, like that as well. You get paid today, and by end of the week your salary is gone. You are now living on borrowed money. You don't have money anymore in your account. So those things, they show in your bank statement. Anyone can see it, and they won't give you a mortgage if you are like that. So start working on your finances, put your things together. Make sure that when you get paid, you know how to arrange your money. There's money going towards saving for your mortgage, there's money going towards your rent, there's money going towards your food, and you still have some finances remaining in your account. Try by all means to avoid leaving your account on zero zero or on a negative. You must also avoid skipping debit orders, because you're paying for a car, you're paying for other things. Keep them in mind that, okay, I'm paying for this on this day. So make sure you always have money to pay for these things, because any skipped debit order, any skipped loan that is supposed to take from your account, it's gonna raise alarms and questions on why are you skipping on paying your debit orders. It shows that when they give you a house, you will be skipping paying for that house. When you're supposed to pay for the house, there won't be money in your account. So prepare at least 1 month, 6 months to 1 year of like having consistent money coming in and making sure you're paying all your debts. And I won't advise you financial on what you should be doing and what you should be not doing, but try to avoid taking unnecessary debt that you don't even need. And also try to avoid using money on other things that are not that much important. Like, let's say you like going out for drinks, going to clubs and going to what, and using your card to swipe, because all those things, they'll be sitting there looking at everything, how you spend your money. Do you spend your money on important things or what? So if you're gonna consider buying a house, put your life together and buy a house. I feel like it's one of the things that you can do for yourself and even for your kids. Then there is one thing that I know our fellow Africans always say: I cannot buy a house in Ireland because I'm still gonna go back to Africa after working for 5 years or after working for 10 years. I'm here to work for 10 years and start a project in Africa for chickens, or start a project for pigs and go back. So I don't need to buy a house. I respect your ideas and the way you have that motivation of starting project in your country. But buying a house, remember, it doesn't affect your projects in your country. Instead, it might even boost them, because by the time you go back after 5 years, going to start your project, this house that you are living here, we already have housing crisis. You can rent it out, and it's going to be another income on top of those projects that you are doing. So you see that buying that house, it won't affect you. Instead, it might also boost you. What you need, it's just the deposit money. If you can manage to raise deposit money and you have your account in order, they will give you a house. Then you can continue doing your project in another country while your house is still running in Ireland. Because you cannot tell me that you have been living in Ireland for over 5 to 10 years, but you're saying the day you go start projects in Africa, you're gonna like never come back to Ireland ever again. The day you come back to Ireland, you have a house. The day you living wherever you're living, you still have source of income coming in. So it benefits you in every area, the way I see it. So you can share your views on the comment section. What do you think about this? Because I know other people, they say I'll never buy a house because I have other things to do in Africa. I have other projects. Some people, they don't even have information on how can you go all out on buying a house, and some, they feel like it's too much hard. So you can share your views on the comment section. And if you have a house on Ireland, you can actually tell other people how you did it and how you manage saving for the house, because some people, they find it very hard, they find it impossible to own a house in Ireland. They say it's very hard. So you can share views on that, or you can also share agencies that helped you to buy a house, so that we can discuss it and we can see people that can help us towards planning for that. It's good, guys, for us that when we think of education, we think of working, we think of jobs, we also think of about where we're gonna live, we think of stability, we think of everything. So I feel like a house is part of that stability that we need. Thank you, guys, for following us, and don't forget to subscribe, please.